A mud brick is a brick made of a mixture of loam, mud, sand and water mixed with a binding material such as rice husks or straw. In warm regions with very little timber available to fuel a kiln, bricks were generally sun-dried. In some cases, brickmakers extended the life of mud bricks by putting fired bricks on top or covering them with stucco, adobe. In areas of Spanish influence, mud brick construction is called adobe, and developed over time into a complete system of wall protection, flat roofing and finishes which in modern English usage is often referred to as adobe style. Regardless of the construction method, Banco, the Great Mosque of Djenné, in central Mali, is the world's largest mud brick structure. It, like much Sahelian architecture, is built with a mud brick called Banco, a recipe of mud and grain husks, fermented, and either formed into bricks or applied on surfaces as a plaster-like paste in broad strokes. This plaster must be reapplied annually. Ancient world. The South Asian inhabitants of Meghar constructed and lived in mud brick houses between 7000–3300 BC. Mud bricks used at more than 15 reported sites in 3rd millennium BC are attributed as major cultural trait in the ancient Indus Valley civilization. Mud bricks were in use in the Middle East during the pre-pottery Neolithic B period. The Mesopotamians used sun-dried bricks in their city construction. Typically, these bricks were flat on the bottom and curved on the top, called plano-convex mud bricks. Some bricks were formed in a square mold and rounded so that the middle was thicker than the ends. In ancient Egypt, workers gathered mud from the Nile River, and then dug a pit and poured the mud into the pit. Workers then tramped on the mud while straw was added to solidify the mold. In Minoan Crete at the Knossos site there is archaeological evidence that sun-dried bricks were used in the Neolithic period, e.g. prior to 3400 BC. Mud bricks were used to some extent in pre-Roman Egypt, and mud brick use increased at the time of Roman influence. Mud brick architecture worldwide. See also adobe, often used in the making of mud bricks. Cob, earth structure. Loam, rammed earth. Notes. Possale, Gregory L. 1996. Meghar in Oxford Companion to Archaeology. Edited by Brian Fagan. Oxford University Press. Earth Architecture. Website whose focus is contemporary issues in earth architecture. Earth Architecture and Conservation in East Anglia. British organisation that focuses on the proper maintenance and conservation of earth buildings in a region of the UK that has a long history of building with mud. Very experienced experts are contactable and there are regular demonstrations in the area. Video showing mud brick making, mud brick building and biolytic sewerage in South Africa. Crater. Centre de Recherche Architecturale en Terre. French university research organisation dedicated to unfired earth construction.